Hi, my name is Alan. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't done this kind of video for a long time. So today I want to share the lessons I've learned from my working experiences, and I wish I could have known them earlier. So let's get this started. Lesson 1 is not awkward to talk about money. Growing up Chinese, I was taught that talking about money is a sensitive topic and you should not bring that up because it hurts the feelings and possibly it can hurt their relationships. So I always have that awkwardness to talk about money in any relationships, and I carry that into my career too. I remember once I worked for extra 3 hours, but I only get paid for 2 hours. But then I was too uncomfortable to bring that up to my boss, so I just let it go. But now I realize a job at its core is an exchange. You trade your time, your energy, your skills, and your ideas for money. So if your working hours exceed what's required from your job responsibility, you should learn to speak up and claim what you deserve. Lesson 2. Business is business. Let me say this in Chinese first. 公司是不讲人情的地方. In English, that means business is business in a company. There's no much personal sentiment. So when you, your boss, and your colleagues, you are aligned toward the common goal, that feels good, that feels genuine, and that feels close, right? But when it comes to your personal benefits, set a raise, time off, promotion, don't assume your boss will consider your loyalty and what you have done for the company as the deciding factor, because to boss, they will only maximize the company's benefits and minimize yours the most. And I learned this the hard way. I once was being asked by my boss for an extra half-day cleaning duties, and which was not my job responsibility, but I said yes anyway, and I even canceled my own plans. But months later, when I asked politely to leave 1 hour earlier for a family wedding, I was told that I would use a half day of my annual leave. And that's my reality check. Like, in a company, business is business. Lesson 3. Reactions are personal, not professional. In the workplace, the same actions from different people can get completely different reactions. So if you're judged by doing something or saying something but others can easily get away with, then you should know it's personal. So don't immediately doubt yourself or question yourself. I used to internalize those criticism and taking everything personally. Now I see the office as a stage where I can observe and see how people act and speak without letting it define me. I accept that some people operate from a need to control or conquer those they see as less powerful. The key skill is to listen without absorbing the emotions. But remember, if you act weak, you could be a target for those control free. So learn to observe and choose your battles. When necessary, you push back firmly without emotionally consuming yourself in other people's dramas. Lesson 4. You are hired for your value. Always remember, you will hire because you are good, because you provide value to the table. It's not because someone is being nice so they hire you, right? So the kindness you receive at work is often a reflection of your own professionalism and the benefits you bring to the table. Recognizing this isn't cynical, it's empowering. It means the goodwill you earn is a testament of your contribution and the mutual respect in your professional relationship. Remember, your value is your anchor. Lesson 5. Small talk is just small talk. Most workplace conversation is just casual social chatter. It's meant to maintain the social bonding instead of to convey some very deep and meaningful conversation. So don't overthink it and share too much of your personal life. Say when people ask about your weekend, it's just a very polite curiosity. It's not a genuine investment in your personal story. And maintain a healthy boundary when it comes to social bonding. Be a good listener and provide some polite response, but be cautious about what you share unless you truly trust that person. Otherwise, your personal life stories can be office gossip. So keep it light and professional. Lesson 6. Get things in writing. Protect yourself. If things are not in writing in the contract, they're not happening in the workplace. People can make promise freely and easy as they want. Say in an interview, like a raise after getting some kinds of certification or a special bonus. But if it's not in the contract, people don't take it seriously. I learned this when such verbal promises led to arguments with my boss later. So remember, get everything in contract and document it. Furthermore, learn to create your own paper trail. I have a very careful colleague who would take photos of her work and share them in group chats. That's a brilliant practice. Leave evidence for yourself to avoid he said, she said drama. It's not about being paranoid. It's about being professional and protected. Lesson 7. Don't let perfection paralyze you. Take your work seriously, but don't let the fear of making mistakes stop you from moving forward. Because everyone made mistake. It's part of being a human being. Even the boss, they made mistake too, okay? So when you sleep up, you address it with clarity and focus on the correction instead of complaining yourself all the time. Be kind to yourself and remember, the sky will not fall because of your mistakes. It remains vast and open, reminding you that there's always room for you to learn, to grow, and to try again. Lesson 8. Protect your energy. You are the main character. Above all, do not drain your own energy. And you have to remember, you are the main character of your own life and your career. If you find a situation is toxic, you have to know that the world is so big. If you choose to stay, then you stay and navigate it wisely. But if you choose to leave, the world is so big that you can always find your place. And you also have to know that life is all about experiences. You experience and then you explore yourself and you grow. So don't hand over the pen that writes your story. These are my 8 lessons that I've learned from my working experiences. Understanding them has given me a sense of peace and power at work. Let me know in the comment section which one resonates with you the most. And thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.